This is the KRQE News 13 Sports Desk with Van Tate.
Welcome to the Sports Desk. Yesterday, the governor's office loosened up the rules for college sports in regards to holding full practices in New Mexico and also letting UNM and NMSU be able to play out of state and then return home without quarantining. But when it comes to high school athletics, they are still in limbo as the students are still at home as the spring semester starts. The governor's office has yet to make a decision on if or when high school sports can be played. And after talking with coaches, players, and parents, they say they just want to play.
I often reference the bad news bears of let them play, let them pitch. I mean, that's the way I feel at this point. Most coaches do. Let's just let them, for the love of the game, get to play.
The NMAA currently has fall sports starting next month, with football slated to begin on the 1st. But they don't know for sure if the governor will let that happen.
There has been some conversation. We are hopeful. Still staying in that mode where we are hopeful that we are going to be able to play all sports in the 2021 school year. However, we have not been given the green light as of yet.
The NMAA held a meeting with high school coaches across the state yesterday, and they agreed that if they have to push back start dates even more, they would do so.
We talked about pushing back to the 15th when the other sports, the volleyball sports, and we all come to the conclusion that we want kids to play.
Safety is of course at the forefront, as the governor wants red counties to turn to green before playing. But people across the state have felt the negative effects of not being in school and not playing sports, like the Clovis Wildcats, who are located in a football town and are coming off of a strong season.
They miss it big time. It's on a lot of people's mind. There was a lot, like you said earlier, there was a lot of momentum carried over from last season. A lot of kids we had back returning to their senior and junior years. A whole lot of people miss it, a whole lot.
Right now, teams can practice in small groups of 4 players and 1 coach. But with the future being so uncertain, some groups, like the NM Youth Concern, are pleading to the governor to bring back sports.
These kids are not enjoying life. You want to get things proper and you want to follow the science, as all my government leaders seem to tell me about, then why is the science such that the disease is worse in New Mexico and not in Texas or Arizona, where they have sports and where they have education?
Some are very disappointed with how things have played out so far, but the coaches I've talked to are optimistic and willing to do whatever it takes to get back in action.
It's about the kids. It's not about us. It's not about the schedule. We'll make it happen somehow. I mean, we even had coaches talking about we'll put the referee suits on if we have to. I hope our numbers continue to decline, and I hope things work out.
We'll keep you updated on high school sports, but moving forward to college, UNM women's cross country has once again ranked at the top of the Mountain West. The conference released its preseason predicted order of finish today, and for a 10th consecutive year, the Lobo women were picked as the preseason favorite. The Mountain West Championships are scheduled for March 5th, and the Lobo women will look to win their 13th straight title in 2021. Now to boxing, as Albuquerque's own WBO junior featherweight champion Angela Leo was honored today by the Albuquerque City Council as they have declared January 20th Angela Leo Day.
I just want to thank everyone and all my supporters and the city councilor, Clarissa Pena, for putting this all together. I'm extremely honored and blessed to be part of history in the city of Albuquerque. And this is the city that made me who I am. And January 23rd, I will bring another win back to Albuquerque.
Leo will look to defend his WBO title for the first time this Saturday against Stephen Fulton. That fight card starts at 7 p.m. on Showtime. But now to MMA, as Santa Fe's own Jerome Rivera was in UFC action this morning, taking on Francisco Figueiredo on Fight Island. Jerome got off to a slow start in this bout as his opponent would control from the clinch. Rivera would finally start to let his hands fly in the 3rd and final round, but that fire just came a little too late as he went on to lose by unanimous decision. This marks Rivera's 2nd consecutive loss as his record falls to 10-4. Finishing with hoops now, UNM men's basketball will be back in action tomorrow playing San Jose State in what will be a home-away-from-home game for the Lobos. This conference matchup will tip off at 1 p.m. in St. George, Utah. And coming off of a tough 53-46 loss to UNLV on Monday, the now 0-8 Conference Lobos will look to get in the Mountain West win column, playing another 0-8 Mountain West team in the Spartans. Right now, Coach Weir isn't happy that his team is 4-8 on the year, but he is optimistic that they are finding their identity.
We've got to be a little bit more boring. We've got to be a little bit more deliberate. We've got to get these games in the 50s for us to have a chance to win. And I do feel like our team is becoming a more authentic version of who we need to be to win games.
Once again, that game is tomorrow at 1 p.m. It'll be shown on Mountain West Network. And that'll do it for this edition of the Sports Desk. So until next time, good evening, good sports, and good night.